This is historic downtown Gresham, modest, unhurried, and quietly alive, where old brick storefronts and local faces still set the pace of the day. What began as a railroad stop grew into a town shaped by trade, agriculture, and the people who settled here. Today, old brick buildings and preserved storefronts anchor a walkable centre built around local businesses and familiar faces. Community events, markets, and small gatherings give these streets a steady rhythm throughout the year. Just east of Portland, Gresham offers something increasingly rare, a downtown that still feels personal, grounded, and lived in. As you step onto Main Street, the scale changes immediately. Nothing here is oversized or rushed. The buildings sit close to the sidewalk, inviting you to slow down, look through windows, and notice what's actually around you. This part of Gresham has always been about everyday life. What started as a railroad corridor gradually became a commercial spine, a place where people stopped not just to pass through, but to stay a while. The storefronts reflect that history: brick facades, modest signs, and businesses built to serve neighbours rather than crowds. Walking down the street, you see a mix of old and new sharing the same block. Long-standing local shops sit beside newer cafes and restaurants, each adding a layer to the street without erasing what came before. It's not curated to look historic, it is historic, and it continues to evolve at its own pace. Historic downtown Gresham puts a lot of emphasis on gathering. Throughout the year, Main Street becomes a backdrop for markets, festivals, and community events, moments when the sidewalks fill, not with tourists, but with locals reclaiming their own space. Even on a quiet day, you can sense that rhythm beneath the surface. Store owners stepping outside for a moment, people greeting each other by name, the subtle familiarity that comes from a place where relationships are built over time. There's a practical honesty to Main Street. It doesn't try to reinvent itself with every trend, and it doesn't chase attention. Instead, it holds on to what works: walkability, small businesses, and a downtown that still belongs to the people who use it daily. Look closer and the details start to matter. Hand-painted signs, restored windows, benches placed with intention. These choices reflect years of effort to preserve the character of the street while allowing it to remain functional and welcoming. Gresham's location, just east of Portland, often puts it in the shadow of a larger city. But walking here, that distance feels intentional. Main Street offers an alternative, a slower, more personal version of urban life, shaped by community rather than spectacle. As the walk continues, the street never overwhelms you. It stays human in scale, familiar in feeling, and open to anyone willing to take the time to explore it on foot. In a world that moves faster every year, places like this matter. Not because they're perfect or polished, but because they remind us what a downtown can be when it grows alongside the people who depend on it. Main Street in historic downtown Gresham isn't trying to be a destination. It's simply being itself, steady, local, and quietly enduring. Along Main Street stands Mr. Gresham, a bronze sculpture by artist Todd Kernan. Created in 2018 as part of the city's outdoor public art program, it's less about a single person and more about the everyday character of the town, shaped by local support, shared effort, and the people who quietly give a place its identity. Just a few steps away, the focus shifts from people to nature. Bless Our Nest, created by artist Heather Söderberg Green, gathers a small family of wood ducks, a painted turtle, and a leopard frog in bronze. It's a quiet reminder that Gresham has always grown alongside its wetlands and wildlife. A town shaped not only by those who live here, but by the environment that surrounds it. And then there's blue. A great blue heron stands watch, surrounded by smaller details: frogs, turtles, dragonflies, the quiet life that gathers where water and land meet. It reflects a side of Gresham that's easy to overlook: wetlands, creeks, and the steady presence of wildlife woven into the edges of the city. As the walk continues, the street begins to shift again. The storefronts thin out, the pace softens, and the noise of daily business fades just a little. Ahead, the architecture changes, more deliberate, more reserved, hinting at a place meant not for passing through, but for pausing, remembering, and looking back before moving on. As the street settles into quiet history, you come to one of the oldest buildings on this stretch of Main Avenue, the former Carnegie Library, now home to the Gresham Historical Museum. Built in 1913 with funds from the Andrew Carnegie Foundation, this Tudor revival structure was once the heart of the city's public learning and gathering for more than 50 years. Before it stood here, books for this community were shared from a small reading room in the post office, and neighbours pooled their efforts to secure a dedicated home for knowledge. The architecture itself, with its decorative brickwork, steep gables, and leaded windows, was meant to feel welcoming, like an English manor gifted to a small Oregon town. After the library moved to a larger building nearby in 1989, the Historical Society stepped in, preserving this place and filling it with artifacts, photographs, and stories that trace Gresham from pioneer settlement to the city it is today. Inside, you'll find not just dusty relics, but a tapestry of community memories, from the people who helped build Main Street to the everyday lives that shaped this corner of Oregon. As we continue down Main Street, this striking Gothic Revival building comes into view, the former Zion Evangelical Church, built in 1931, with its pointed spires and historic presence anchoring this corner of downtown. Today it lives a second life as Spinella's, a restaurant and music venue that keeps the spirit of community and gathering alive in a place once dedicated to fellowship and shared purpose. So as we wrap up our walk along these streets, thank you for taking the time to explore with us, from storefronts to sculptures, from history to people, and for seeing this corner of Oregon through our eyes. If you enjoyed this journey, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so we can bring you more stories from every place we walk. Until next time, this is Backpack Around the World. Thanks for coming along.